Hey guys, welcome back. It's Artist Loaded here, and we're looking at a new game called Frostpunk, which has recently come out on Steam, and it's kind of a survival strategy RTS, I guess you could call it that as well. And the idea is that you have to survive the new world, which is frozen, and the scenario we're playing today is a new home, which is, I think it's the default one. It's pretty much gone. And these are a bunch of survivors which you're in control of, and we will see what's happened. We've come across and this is going to be kind of the start of our city settlement, if you like. And first of all, I was going to pause it, but pause itself. So the first kind of mission or task you've got is fight the cold. So we need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death, stockpile coal, and start the generator. So first things first, we need to get a stockpile coal for this generator. And then once we've done that, we can activate it. If you look here, we've got supply of coal, so it's currently 0. We've got wood, steel, and steam cores. Steam cores is stuff you come across. I'm not sure if you can create them. I've not come across that. I'm guessing we'll further down the line you can probably make them. Here we've got raw food, which hunters will go and collect, and then food rations, which you turn raw food into food rations. So, I'm just checking that, I've not seen that before. So you can see you've got different days, you've got time, you can pause it and all that kind of normal stuff. The generator here. These are your different resources around the map. For instance, that's coal piles, so it's stuff which is on top of the surface. That's like a mine, which I've not got to yet. You've got to mine that out as a deposit. You got trees here, which you can use a sawmill to collect the dead trees or the frozen trees. Here's steel wreckage, which you can just collect by hand, and you've got wood crates. So the priority is getting these coal. So I'm going to grab 2 sets of coal. So I've just maxed it out. So 15 workers are going to go, and I've got, after using 30, I've got another 20 to spare, and some engineers. Engineers kind of can do more stuff, so good to save for other tasks. Not crucial in the beginning, but I am going to use them at some point. So I've got 2 lots of coal going. I need wood, so there you go, and I'll probably get 5 on the steel. So if you zoom out as well, it's quite handy this. You can see, I thought you could, there was a way, it's not coming up. There is a shortcut key, I think, so you can actually see all the different things that you're collecting. I'm sure I'll work that out in a sec. But at the moment, as you can see, what the first thing we've got to do is get coal. So if you speed it up, you'll start to see the workers. Let's put it on fast speed so you can actually see them go out. They'll start digging through the snow, which I think is pretty cool. Look at that, making their way. So these guys go into that coal, and you'll see on this side, these guys are going into that coal. And we should have some guys here. So it's pretty cool. They kind of plow through the snow, which is pretty sweet. But these guys, just so you know, will start to get cold. So you've got to kind of manage. The cold is the worst enemy. Another thing I want to show you is the laws. So this, if we click on it, all different things that you can put as a law. For instance, one of the first ones, you can choose whether to choose children as labour. So for instance, you can do safe labour, or you can send the children to shelters. I personally will probably use child shelters, I believe. Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to go for that. That's going to be my first law that I put in place. What that basically means is, at some point I need to build a child shelter. So I won't do that first. The first thing I want to do, let's just go back to the laws. I have to wait actually. I'm just seeing if... No, there's none of them actually affect me at the moment. So that's cool. The other thing I want to show, let's just check the economy. Here you go, we can check what's happening here as well. So that's coal management, food, the health, housing, and steel and wood. So you can check who's doing what. That's quite cool. Can we actually go there? Yeah, goods building. That's cool. That's quite a cool little feature. I didn't see that before last time, so that's good. The other thing I wanted to do was, I've got 15 extra. Yes, build. We want to build This is the important bit. Last time I kind of messed up because I was building all over the place and it just, management wasn't great. But to start off with, we need to get housing sorted out because everyone's otherwise going to freeze. We've got 80 colonies, so I want to try and build 8 lots of tents, because each tent, or each selection of tents allows us to build, houses 10 people. So we could come at 40 or 4, that'll house 40. But as you can see, our wood is low, so we need to speed up a little bit. Over time, that will build up, and we should then be able to build more tents. So we could probably build 3 more now. I'm going to probably pause it there because we can actually build. Put one there. So we need 1 more, which we'll be able to do in just a second. There we go. So if we get that ready to build, I'm going to leave a gap here. What's also important is to build roads, and I'm probably going to build something here which I will show you in a sec. Let's just get those houses done first. I want to make sure the coal is... Hang on, here we go. These are important. These are like dilemmas or time to make a decision, if you like. So we click on this. The generator, the heating is off. The generator's off. People are afraid they will freeze to death in their sleep if you don't at least turn it on for the night. So first thing we're going to do is put this generator on. We've got, there we go, click on that one. We have got quite a lot of coal in stock. We've got to keep an eye on that. I ran out last time, which was not good. I also started to run out of wood, so we need to keep an eye on that. And I think at this time there will actually people start to go to bed, so there'll be no production. What I'm going to do next, I think I'm going to build. See if that's what I was going to talk about, the sickness. So people start to get sick. So what you can do, I won't be able to do it yet, but I'll be able to do it on this elf tab, the medical post. So once we get to the next day, I should be able to build that. Let's just zoom out while the speeding's going on. So at the moment you can't go outside this little crater, if you like. You can start scouting, but you can't do anything at the moment. So now I can do a new law. I don't think I need to do one at this moment in time. So I've got the children nice and safe once I build that shelter. Another dilemma. Okay, a word of advice. Critical shortage. The number of sick is rising. We don't have enough materials to build a medical post. Perhaps a short burst of effort could help us gather the necessary resources. So let's have a look at what this law could entail. Emergency shift. Sometimes we have to concentrate on the task at hand at the cost of everything else, or die. After using the law, another one can be passed. So what does this law actually do? You can force workers to a facility to work for the next 24 hours. So basically, if you use this emergency shift, it will raise discontent. Discontent will rise slightly. I think it's useful to have in place just in case. No idea how you activate that. I'm guessing if we... Yeah, there you go. So wherever you click, people will just carry on looking, so you can kind of make sure people are doing stuff even if when it's time to sleep. But obviously you don't want to do that too much. There you can see the temporary paths. You can actually build roads as well, but I'm not going to do that yet. Let's get this wood up. I think I need 25. So once I get to 25, we can put this down. That's going to be important. Why was that flashing then? Have we just run out of wood? Possibly. No, there's wood still there. That also is very limited supply. These are like crash or like dump stuff, if you like. Same with that, and same with these coal piles. You've got to research stuff, which I'll show you in a sec, which will then allow you to get all this kind of stuff. So a lot of this to do with this game is quite a lot of depth, and I think the playability is going to be immense because you can play it all different ways. Like the first law I did was the child slavery type thing. You could go down that route if you wanted. I'm going to try and keep away with that for this game anyway, for this version of it. This playthrough, I should say. What else do I want to do? Right, I need to build, like I said before, the medical post. So once that gets built, we should be able to put people in there. We have some people, so we've got some workers. What I want to do though, that is wood. Yeah, I want to collect that wood. I'm trying to think what the best place. What we can do, you see, is build one of these gathering posts. What this does is, you see where those 3 things can turn green. Whoever actually works at that place will collect from those 3 resource points. Same with that, but the 2. And same with that for the 2 coal up there. And again, if I did it there, the 2. Last time I made a massive mistake and actually put loads down. It kind of caused, I think, confused the situation a little bit. What do I want though? I'm actually going to put it here so then we can get rid of these resources and at some point start building that way. So if I put it there, that will then get built, but you also need a road to connect it, which is that little tab, and then if you click on that and drag it to the beginning, that will then order some roads. So if we zoom in there, we should see the roads get built at some point. There we go. People putting down. They cost wood, so it's important to know that you need wood to get them done. But they are worth using. See, look, wood crate's depleted, so that one, what was there, is now gone. So, but they will still collect from these 2. So it's still worthwhile having that down once we get it built. Let's just speed that up a little bit. There you go, that should be done. We can then put 10 people in there who will work and collect from these 2. So good, we're in a decent position now. We've got plenty of coal, decent amount of wood, some steel. So there's no one collecting from there. We can take that off because people will collect from there. I think what we're going to do next though is maybe put one down here because we've got the coal being gathered, which is also enough because there's plenty of people collecting from there. I think the best thing to do is collect from here. So if we then build a road from there to... we're short, see. So we need, excuse me, we need 10 pieces of wood, which is night time, so they won't collect yet. But that's going to get built in the meantime. I don't know why they're working through the night when no one else does. Why did that stop? Is that because of a new day? Here we go, diamond. Word of advice, resources shortage. We're getting short on resources. Our needs are great and growing by the hour. To address this, we can enact a law to extend working hours. I don't want to do anything that will add to the discontent at this moment because people are quite happy. I don't want to affect that yet. We just need to get wood. Plus, once we have that built, our resources should be quite manageable. So let's build that now. There we go. And then we can. Yeah, once we get that street done, we will be able to assign workers to that one. And we should be in a good position. Basically, next we want to do, we'll get a pop-up in a little bit, I think, for food. And we'll have a look at that once that's done. So that should now be able to assign some workers. Yes, so that is good. Now look, people are getting hungry, so what we really need to do is a cookhouse, but I want the little pop-up to come up to show us. Ideally. Is it going to come up? Right, so coal is depleted from here. We should then... I'm just thinking maybe we should just build a resource gathering up that end rather than trades. Yeah, we could build that one, build that road. It's just more efficient as well to do it this way. I'll explain why now, because these buildings have some insulation, so they have a bit of warmth, so it stops people getting overly sick, because if they're just working out in the open like that, they can start to get sick more easily anyway.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
So let's assign those. So we've got 20 people spare. I'm not 100% sure why the food one did pop up, unless I totally missed it, but I don't think I did. Anyway, on the second outskirts, I'm going to do some food. So that should get built. Once that gets built, we can then start producing food. By the looks of it, I think the engineers work for during the night. I think that's what's going on there. So everyone else is like fast asleep. Well, not everyone. Don't know what they're doing. That should get built soon. Then in the morning we can start producing the raw food into rations. There's no starving yet, so we're alright-ish. It will start to become a problem though if you don't produce food soon. It should be okay. I'm starting to think we should maybe possibly have 2. But I think we're okay at the moment in time. I did think that last time and I completely died, and I decided not to use that video because I literally died within, well, before this stage, put it that way, so I'm not sure why that's not connected. As you can see, it's getting a bit colder. As time goes on, it does get colder. Right, why is that not connected? Maybe it's not enough wood.
The work shift starts.
We've got a bit of an issue there. Maybe we need to build one inside as well. We can later on eat up the buildings, but that isn't good. See, that's a bit of a problem because we've got a lot of people hungry and nowhere to build, so I'm going to have to get rid of that. Otherwise we may end up starving. And then we can build, if we build a tent there just for now, get rid of that one. Oh my god, I forgot to do the main thing! How did I forget that? I forgot to do the children's shelter. People are not happy, look. Promise broken. Oh my god. That's only temporary, so we'll get over it, I guess. Let's just put people in there because that's the main priority. Now we need to build that children's shelter. Let's put it there next to the medical. Might cheer them up a little bit. Right, we're starting to produce food, that's good. So that's starvation. Our hunger should go down, yes it is. We don't need to make sure we've got hunters, otherwise we will not have enough raw food. I'll put it there. I don't know why the tab didn't come up for the... Well, it must have, because it's here. So here we go, the next tab. We must have missed it, or I pressed it by accident. So people from our convoy. With basic resources secure for now, we can now try to rescue the people we left behind, build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for the most advanced buildings. So this is where research comes into it. As you can see, our discontent is going down. We've still got the broken promise, but we're okay. Right, let's get those guys hunting some food. We're stable. What we need to do though is something very important. Why is that still not been built? Let's just sort that out, otherwise we'll be in a bit of a pickle. That should do it, I think. Right, they're not going to do it right now though. They're the hunters, they're going out to get food. Let's get that road finished. There we go, that road's done. So there's 10 people doing that. Let's just see, our coal's slowly going down. I don't know if they're all just starting to collect those, so that's good. We've just got to keep an eye on that coal. Not too sick, that's not too bad at the moment. Got plenty of food, so yes, we need to build the workshop. So tech workshop. Let's keep on that road, so we don't have to build another road. Once we've got this, we can then start the research, which is vital. So we've got some engineers going there, add research. This is the interesting part for the technology trees. So you've got eating side of stuff, so you can build a new steam hub. I'm guessing that's what that does. Allows you to build steam hubs, yeah, so you can get more eats really. Eaters, I think it's vital. That's what I was missing before. Basically, some buildings will allow you to have eaters inside it, which is massive. Beacon is what we need to do for that little mission, our side mission, so I'm going to probably do that. Resources, different ones, faster gathering, coal, sawmill, steelworks. So that's where you get your actual resources, which are, you know, like your mines and stuff like that. So that's really good. And that's to increase your hunting. But the first one I want to do is the beacon. Let's get that done. It doesn't take long, this, all the research. So we should be good. Our raw food is low, but we're good because we've got plenty of rations. Coal's going up, that's good. I've got a dilemma. Notes of thanks. We just wanted to thank you back in London. It was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world we're creating, we can see things will be different. Or things are... That is good news. So discontent still... It's manageable because of our OP's eyes, so we're just going to keep that eye on. Here we go, another dilemma. Right, family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. So basically she wants to go and find her family, which obviously is kind of crucial. So that's something we're doing anyway, so that's good. It's 55% the research, so we're almost there with that. Hunters are coming back with food. We're in decent shape, apart from the broken promise, but never mind. Can't always do everything. Right, so there's no resources here. I'm guessing they probably would have told us there, but anyway, we can dismantle that because we don't need it, and that'll give some workers. They're still working away. We could probably. How much is there? 500. I think it's worth building a gathering post just for that one, simply because I don't want people to get cold. They'll go ahead and do that now. They'll get rid of that, get some resources back. They're still collecting, good. Why is that not collecting stuff? Okay, it's closed this time then, fair enough. What I do want to build is another medical pod. Let's build it there. Too cold. But I think research wise we will get the eaters soon. Oh, it's getting warmer. Right, okay. So that means we can build there. Right. That's good to know. So the discontent's gone down a little bit.
Work time. Get moving.
Yeah. So basically, before these resources run out, we need to get the other resources. What, there's a metal one there. So I think trees and coal. So we've got quite a bit of coal in stock anyway. So let's get this done, and then we can do. So the technology tree, the sawmill is coming along. Beacon researched. Let's try and build the beacon. See if we get it down. I don't know where the best place is. There is a road over here. Maybe we should use that. Is that connected? That's definitely connected. Let's do it there. So we're going to build that in a minute, and then we should have the beacon. Here we go. Ready for this? This is quite special. We're no longer lost and blind. From now on, our people will be able to survey the icy barrens that surround us, the Frostland. Ready for this? This is a cool cutscene. Look at this. Wow. Imagine how cool that would be if you were actually living in those like conditions and you saw this big thing coming up, that would give you hope. Look at this. Watch the beam. Boom. That is pretty cool. I love the cutscene's amazing because it's showing buildings as well. And this is where the exploration starts. We have to get some scouts first, but we can then go to different points on the map, and it starts becoming a bit of an adventure at the same time as trying to manage your city, which is not the easiest thing, but I think we can do it. Thanks for watching my video. If you've enjoyed, please drop a like. Please consider subscribing to the channel because I love the idea of getting more subscribers. And please check out my previous videos. I will see you soon. Cheers guys. Bye bye.